giant slayer, ages 7 to 9. Oh, hello everyone. A good day to all of you. You might be wondering what I'm doing with this. This is a slingshot. I was just wondering how something like this could kill a giant, but it did. So would you like me to tell you the story? Okay, boys and girls, get ready to listen. The title of our story is The Giant Slayer. A long time ago, a giant named Goliath challenged the children of Israel. Choose a man and let him fight with me. If he kills me, then my people will be your servant. But if I kill him, then you will be our servant. The children of Israel were so afraid. You see, Goliath was very, very tall, and he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with very heavy armor. And his spear was so big, and his voice was so loud. And when the armies of Israel heard him speak, they all ran away and were so afraid. Now, a young man came. His name was David, and he was wondering, what in the world is happening here? So the people told him about the giant Goliath. And David approached the king of Israel and said, Your Majesty, let no man's heart fail. Your servant I will go and fight this giant. The king was surprised. You, a young boy? You can't fight this giant. He's a warrior and you are just a young boy. But David, with all the courage, replied, Your Majesty, I am a shepherd. In taking care of the flock, I have fought against the lion and the bear. If the Lord saved me from the lion and the bear, surely he will save me from this giant Goliath. So the king said, Okay then, go, and may the Lord be with you. So the king gave David his armor. But as David began to walk with the king's armor, he kept seeming to really move. It was too big and too heavy for him. Sorry, Your Majesty, I can't use your armor. I'm not used to this, David said. He took off the armor, and instead he went down the brook and picked up 5 smooth stones. Yes, you heard me right. 5 smooth stones, just like this one. And with a stone and a sling, he approached the giant. But when Goliath saw David, he laughed. Am I a dog that you send a boy to fight with me? Come here, my little boy. I shall turn you to scrambled meat and feed you to the birds and the beasts. Are you insulting me? But David, with all the courage God has given him, replied, You come to me with a sword and a spear and a shield, but I come to you in the name of the Lord, God of Israel. Today, the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will cut your head and feed your flesh to the birds and the beasts. Then everyone will know that there's a God in Israel. Hearing those words, the giant got so angry and ran towards David. Yeah! And David shouted, Let the people know that the Lord saves not by sword and spear. The battle is the Lord's. And David ran towards the giant and put his hand in his bag and picked up his stone and slammed it. Boom! Goliath got hit on the head, and then Goliath fell upon his face on the ground. Yes, you heard me right. Goliath fell on his face. Have you ever thought of that? If you get hit in the front, you're supposed to fall backwards. Wow, maybe, just maybe, when God said that the battle was the Lord's, that God was actually there. David hits Goliath on the forehead. God hits Goliath on the back of his head. Boom! Goliath fell down on his face to the ground. Well, that's just my imagination. Whatever actually happened, we know that God was there to win the battle for David. David won with a sling and a stone, and with God in his side. To end our story, David ran to the fallen giant, and with Goliath's own sword, he cut the giant's head. And when the enemy saw that their champion was dead, they all fled. And then the children of Israel rejoiced and shouted in David's victory, David the giant slain! The important thing is how big your God is. All we need is to learn, like David, to trust in the Lord. No giant is too big for a big God. God bless you. Till next time, bye.